edit, select all, edit, copy, file, save as, Control V, save. $7:55. Start recording. Let's see if it works. No, it does work. Maybe it's 7:56. Start. Connecting. Okay. So it's 7:56. So turn. It's working. No.
Hello? Good evening?
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Did you
yes.
hear what I said before?
No, you were mute or something.
Oh, I see. I was like, yeah, such a weird camera angle, so they was facing down. I was like, thank God I had my pants on. I just got from work, so that's
Yeah.
kind of like the old, like, during the pandemic, like the
Yeah,
Zoom.
right. People were seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, first of all, thank you for the flexibility. Yeah, last week I just cut off I still have some lingering, whatever this is,
yeah,
on my face.
I know. I had it for a long time. I had it for a number of weeks, and I'm still doing. You
The first 2 days
froze.
was so, head body cold. Yeah, but I still have runny nose and everything.
Yeah. I had it for a long time. I don't know.
Mm.
So anyway, so what do you want to present tonight?
So, what I could do, what I was thinking about was presenting or sharing with you
Yeah.
is kind of what I covered
Yeah.
during during the DEF CON. I can go over that. So at least, I think the whole intention or the idea today is for you to kind of see, what I do, and then also feel out my energy, like exactly what I'm talking about, how I present things. And I think that's the overall intention rather than like, let's go over your content. And I think
Yeah,
from there,
right. And I wanted to see that. And then what I wanted to do was on that music tech conference. We're going to have a number of people there. We're only going to have an hour, but basically, is there something that you think would be interesting to show? Kind of like what I talked about, a show and tell, like even a 5 minute kind of thing. That,
yeah.
and it may
So
be not tonight, but it may be another time that you can think about it.
sure. So what I can do for today is, how about this? Why don't I do a quick demo of what I did at DEF
Yes,
CON,
I like
and
that.
then what we'll do is, we don't have to record, but you can just observe and see.
Yeah, okay. Let me record. I won't use it anyways, but I wanted to show Avi, okay? So, and then let me just record. I'm just going to record, if you don't mind, in Zoom, and then I can
I don't
even,
know.
if you'd like, I can even send you the link. So let me just do a recording here. I'm going to record to the cloud.
All right, I'm just gonna quit on my CapCut, WhatsApp, print, tech.
So we're recording. Let me just show you my,
Yeah.
and then I'll show captions. You can see how I operate too. Even if you come into my class later on in the semester, this is what I do. I record in Zoom and then I go live on YouTube in a channel that I call it It Is Training. So it's in YouTube, but it's not going out in the meeting. So what would you call it then in this case? You're presenting what? Give me kind of like,
So
you're in a couple words what I can title it. So it's showing what?
So today what I'd like to share with you is, there's a lot of articles on YouTube, videos talking about how to do a certain things in a very detailed way.
Right.
But what is not often covered is how to put all these things together.
Okay.
So today, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to cover is some of the avenues of where to, how to use AI to generate some music, but also music is only, like, if you learn anything from 1980, music goes so well with the video. So hence inspired by MTV. So what I want to do today is do a quick little sample of some of the channels where you can generate AI music, put it together, make some videos. So at the end, the takeaway is from this workshop that people know how to assemble things, and then either use that for social media, YouTube, your LinkedIn posts. So without further ado,
okay, we're up
let's
for
get
it.
into it.
Yeah, let's get into
All
it.
right.
Perfect.
So with that in mind, I'm going to share my screen.
Perfect.
And, all right, so there are 3 sites that I use. So first, I'll cover some of the areas where to generate AI music. And the next one, let's generate some videos. Then we'll use a cloud-based solution to put everything together. Then we'll export it and we'll publish. So with that in mind, what I like to do is there's 3 channels that I like. One is called SoundRaw. SoundRaw.
Sounddraw.io.
Yes. So one of the things about SoundDraw.io is, as you can see, I have an account. So one of the things with AI that we have to embrace is that it changes how we view creativity. So with the AI tool, rather than trying to find the exact perfect match, the future is about curation, how to put all these together and then present it into a nice package. So SoundDraw, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have multiple different choices. So for now, I'm going to pick ambient.
Okay.
And then within ambient, maybe I'm going to choose a little bit of lo-fi hip-hop. And then it's going to generate music. You can hear it. And the nice thing about this one, the SoundDraw, is you can add...
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Oh, you cannot.
So you know what you need to do when you go back, stop sharing your screen for a second. And then when you share your screen, let me just see where it is. Let me just share my screen for it. Okay, when you share your screen, on the lower left corner, you'll say share sound, and it says optimize for video clip.
Oh, yes. I've never used that. All right.
So when you
by the way, anyone who drinks the plum juice has my thumbs up. So here we go again. So
yeah. So share screen, and you'll see on the lower left of Zoom, you'll see it says share sound.
Yeah.
And let's see if it works. Yes, perfect.
Fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, so SoundDraw is what's interesting is you pick from the genres, you can mix and match as you can see, and then so that's the great thing about SoundDraw is that you can have an influence on your music and you can move things and you can add tones and slap, and then also change the beat per minute right here. This is the great thing about SoundDraw. Now, before we get into some of the comparisons between other channels, let's just check some other tools out. Another one is called Soundful. Now, each one has its pros and cons. Soundful, unlike SoundDraw, everything is almost like pre-made for you. So it's just lo-fi. And then from here, something similar. Let's just all log in. This is a premium one.
And are these all free sites that you can try out for free?
Yes, you can definitely try it for free. Now, in SoundDraw, Soundful, of course, these are subscribed to Great, so we're going to try a free one. So, and then we'll click something similar. And then here, unlike SoundDraw, your only option is the scales of keys and beats per minute. And then you create a preview, and it'll generate something for you. So as you can we'll try it out.
So when do you use one versus the other?
That's a great question. And then after I show you this, I'll show you one more. Yeah. And then another one tool that I use, and I'm just going to get to your question in one second, is Sono. And then Suno. Now, Suno is relatively new in the game. So let's try urban lo-fi beats before studying. Pop in, and then in about 10 seconds, let's log in, and then here is my account that I use. Lo-fi beat, create, and you can choose instrumental if you want, but this is the crazy thing about Suno. Just give it about 10 seconds. Now, to answer one of the questions that you just had between Soundful, SoundDraw, and Suno,
Mm-hmm.
the main difference is licensing.
Okay.
So, this is incredibly crazy.
Wow.
You actually generate the lyrics.
Wow.
Correct.
And did you tell her what type of lyrics you wanted, or just?
No, just urban lo-fi beats for studying. That's all I did.
Wow, and it makes the lyrics too. Wow.
Exactly.
Sounds really good.
Yes. So the difference between those three things are licensing. So SoundDraw is great to use, but you need to add on top of the music, like maybe your vocals or podcast. So your SoundDraw music, you can use it, but it has to be in the background.
It has to be in the background.
Now, correct. Same thing with Suno as well too. But the great thing about Sound Full, you might not have all the inputs and outputs, but you can actually buy the license, and that music that's been generated, that sequence of events and data is the key point. It's yours to keep once you purchase the license.
Wow.
That means, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things with AI music is this. In the future, the idea of creativity, privacy, and ownership will be challenged in a way that we have not seen because we're able to now generate like vast amount of music in a short amount of time. So without further ado, I'm going to reshare my screen. Let's download one music, and then I'm going to show two other sites to make a video. Let's put them together, and then at the end, let's get one video.
Great.
So, because the music goes so well with visuals. So from here, I'm going to download this music. So I'm going to download the audio.
So this is coming from where?
This is now coming from Suno.
From Suno, that last song that it created with the lyrics, you're now doing what with it? You're downloading it?
Now, yes, I am. So I've downloaded right here, and it's called Rhythm of the City.
Oh my gosh, that's scary.
It is very scary.
All those people working all the time on it. Wow. That sounds really well. That could be like the top.
It can be. So let's go to the place called Kyber, and then we're going to create a video.
So you downloaded it and you just put it on your screen, okay?
Correct, right here.
Yeah.
Now, of course, in the future version, I recommend everyone to. We'll talk about the pay scale down the road, but for now, let's make something, and then we'll talk a little more in detail. So Kyber Studio, you have Kyber, you have not only Midjourney, but you also have Fix First, and then another site. But for now, we're going to choose Flipbook, and then we're going to upload that audio that we just downloaded, and we'll call it Rhythm right here, Rhythm of the City, and then we're going to start with a prompt, and then let's do the same thing. Urban lo-fi beat. How about this? Urban setting. Sunset. And then we're going to show you choose this style. So you have multiple styles to choose from. You know what? 8 feet is kind of theme song. Now let's try that.
Okay.
And then let's create a video.
Oh, and create a video with this now.
Yes. Video settings. And then from here, we're going to choose the aspect ratio. I'm going to choose 9:16.
Okay.
And let's try zooming in. And then this evolve. What this means is it's going to change how much the wildness is going to take the prompt. So I'm going to go a little bit wild here. Let's go 8.
Okay.
And audio reactivity.
So the higher means what, Jiho?
Higher means the engine from Kyber is going to take our prompt and then just go. Right now, our prompt is urban setting sunset. So it's going to use this and be a little bit more abstract. Whereas, if you were to evolve the sound to, like, let's say 3, it's going to stay within the prompt as much.
Oh, okay. So it's getting a little bit. It'll hallucinate
Creative.
more. It'll be more creative or make it out of the box a little bit. Okay, I got it. The higher the
Exactly.
number.
Yeah. So let's try 7. Let's try
Okay.
8. Let's just have some fun.
Okay.
And then we're going to generate preview. Now, the thing with Kyber is that it takes some time. All right. So we have a couple of samples. We have a basic preview of
Mm-hmm.
the. So let's, you know, this is kind of interesting. So I'm going to create a video. While this is going on, now the great thing about AI, ladies and gentlemen, is that we can do multiple work at the same time. So while this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to show you another tool. It's called PixFirst. And the nice thing about PixFirst, same thing, where this is, let's log in using our Google account. Right? So I'm going to have, so let's from here, let's go create. And I'm just going to put in the same.
Same prompt. It's great that you're putting the same prompt each time. So it's a nice way to do comparisons.
Yes. And then, so we'll do, in this case, anime, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll do 9 by 16.
Mm-hmm.
And you can have, this is where you can put your seed number if you want some more control.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things with AI is not rather than control of exactness, but more of guidance. So I'm just going to click create. So while that's happening, and let's have one more fun.
Wow.
It's called, yeah. So this is called not Mid Journey. I should have this note by now. Runway. I'm going to log in. And I'm going to, and I'm going to do this. Now here we can do a lip sync. So this
Oh,
is
that's nice.
Yeah. So let's do a lip sync. Let's upload an audio file. And then I'm just going to drag this music in here. Let's just give it a try. And let's try, right here, let's try anime.
Okay.
Let's have this futuristic cyber look.
You have the artist already. That's unbelievable.
So let's try this out. And let's just click generate.
Okay.
Now, we have now, as you, ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 sites doing this, the same kind of prompt. So let's just check in with Kyber.
Yeah.
Kyber is 3% done, so it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
PixFirst, oh, look at that. So PixFirst has generated a picture. And let's just kind of see how it came out. All right, you know, that's pretty cool. So let's upscale this. What upscaling means is it's going to take this version and go into the next higher resolution.
Okay, higher resolution for upscaling.
Right. So let's check out now on Runway. So Runway is 44%.
Well, Runway seems like it's quicker than the other one.
Yes, but let's see how it comes out.
Yeah, let's see.
While we wait, there's a really, and this is Sarah, this is part of the area where you can do it. But while we wait, ladies and gentlemen, the difference between sound full, sound raw are licensing.
Mm-hmm.
We could just talk about that while we're waiting. And that's the difference between licensing. Sound full, you get full credit. And with sound full, you can put it into Spotify, which I have. I am on Spotify.
Wow.
And if I were to, like, for instance, Lumenkine,
Mm-hmm.
that's me right there. So because I purchased these songs on Soundful, I own a license.
So you can.
Correct.
Wow. So how much, more or less, how much is a license?
More for each one is they're not cheap. It's about $50.
$50. And what do you get for? This is who? This is Soundful.
Soundful, correct.
Okay. So Soundful, you buy a license, and for $50 you get what?
You own the license to the song.
You own the license to the song.
Correct.
And it lasts for how long? For what period do you own it?
It's yours to have.
It's yours to have. So it's years, basically the life
Yes.
of, and it's attributed to you. Now,
Yes.
can you pass that on to someone else?
That I do not know.
Okay, and what is this free here? Soundful. I see free and I see $4.99. What is the difference? What do I get for free?
Free, you can generate it, you can download it, you can use it, but you don't have access to. You can't upload it. You don't own it.
Oh, you don't own it. Okay.
You don't own it.
Okay.
Yes.
And the one
So
what
my
you
thing,
have, that 49, that's a month or what? What are these?
correct. I own the business tier, the enterprise level. So with the enterprise level, the one that I have,
Yeah.
I generate. I think I have to purchase about few $1,000s a year,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can download as much of songs that I want, and I have rights as well too,
You
exclusive
okay?
rights.
It's exclusive rights. Okay, but that
Yes,
says $50 a month.
correct. So this is if you're really using it. So
Okay.
I use it a lot.
Wow,
So let's
that's
go
incredible.
back into the video. So okay, so this is it's still generating. Fiber is at 13%. So usually, Sarah, like what I would do is I'll do the video first and the sound later on
Yeah.
because as this takes time.
Yeah, so you can do
So
that in the background, but it's interesting to see. I appreciate it. It really is.
yes,
It opens up, and I could even see for the music conference, even taking a portion of this a little bit. I don't know what you were going to
hmm
show. Even this is interesting to me, to talk about the licensing and parts. You can,
correct. So, because oftentimes as artists is that artists are taught how to create, but the difference between an artist and an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur are artists who have a business mentality, where artists is
right.
just purely creation. And I believe because of AI now, where rather than being an entrepreneur, you're going to have solopreneur. And what a solopreneur it is that you are able to do like multiple people's amount of work with one person. And I think with AI tools, that really introduces because right now, so let's think about this one, Soundful. I'm not endorsing Soundful.
Yeah.
I've just used them a lot,
Yeah, I
but
know, but you're giving a critique of it. You're basically reviewing it. You're not. Yes, I understand.
correct. So what's doubtful is this, while we're waiting,
Yeah.
is that because the licensing for music might be $50, and that might seem a lot. However, let's think about this. The amount of time that it took to generate the music, you're not hiring any musicians,
No,
you're not
no,
hiring.
it's a bargain. What are you talking about? Just the amount of time, and then you can play.
I think
And before you even do it, you can play around with so many different modes. I could see it in a way. The only disadvantage is you can be playing all night because you're trying so many different permutations. I could see myself just getting so involved.
exactly. So, all right, so I'm gonna be so while this is waiting, there's
Yeah.
another thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I want to show you
Okay.
guys. Is this. So it's great that we have a music. It's great that we have sound.
Yeah.
But like anything, just like your paper, it needs to be polished.
Yeah.
Mastering sound engineering was a very expensive thing.
Of course.
There's a tool that I use called Lander.
Lander with Landr. Uh huh.
Yes. So I'm going to log into my account. I believe it's this account. Lander, just like your final paper is not based on a draft, same as the sound. So in this case, what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, in Lander, we're going to.
So this does what you call the polish. This does the what? How would you?
Yes. There's polish. So let's try them out. So this is how the sound quality is. We can hear some MP3 stagnation just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Of course. Yeah. So as you can see, I use a lot of Soundful because it's by the license.
I really like that song. Her voice is so good. I really.
Yeah. So right now, I'm going to upload this song to Soundlander. Now while that's happening, let's just check in our videos again. Tyrus at 21%. This is already done downloading. Let's check them out. So this is done. And this is about 80%. So what Lander does is that Lander before sound engineering was a very expensive thing, and people had to study this for many years.
Yeah.
And when I was first doing music, the sound of all the AI generated just didn't have that richness,
Yeah. See, it
creamy,
always sounded tinny.
correct. Tingy is a great choice of word. So let's wait for this to be
Yeah.
optimized, and this is
So
what
it
you can
takes
see.
that clip and tries to optimize it. I get my
Correct.
music engineer here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I really can be a
That's
one person show. And
yes,
and it really is, it's acceptable. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And
Oh,
in a
here we go.
short period of time. Wow.
Shall we listen to it?
Yes, please.
So this is the original.
Listen to my face in this urban rhythm. I find my refrain.
Original.
Yes.
Volume up.
Never quiet. Sirens wailing, trying to start a riot. Lost in the chaos, but I feel
So this lander is one of my, for me, every music that I do, always production level. Once I find a song that I like, then I purchase a license. It goes to lander, and then is when I start using it as the way I want it because um, it really gives that, it takes out the tinginess. And of course, right now, the one that we downloaded for free always have. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to emphasize this. Just like a lottery, I hate to say it, but you have to play to win. But think about it this way: as an artist, as a visual artist or a musician, we have to buy our instruments,
Right.
and visual artists we buy materials. All these subscriptions might seem like some of them are 20, 25 here and there, but if you are not serious, but think of these as material costs. And when I first started out, yes, they are expensive. So I shuffle, like I will focus on two products for 2 months, 2 products for 2 months, and then I will shuffle them out. And then later on, like I tried before Lander, I think two of the tools,
Mm-hmm.
and Lander's the one that I really like because there's one thing in Lander, like this boy or this uh, DistroKid, you can from Lander once it's mastered, you can distribute to Spotify, YouTube, and other places.
Wow.
Yes, it's built in.
Oh, wow. That's really nice. So you really can set that up.
Right here, it's called distribution.
Uh huh. So they
Over
put the whole
here,
part. So you can basically you're a one man show here, where you needed then a distributor. You needed to go to so many different people to publish, right?
right. Well, all right, so there's an error.
And this is good when you want to try something experimental and you can really like you like it, but you don't know is there an audience for this type of music or an audience for it. You can
Yeah,
really you can get it near real time, getting feedback.
yeah. So usually before, it seems like there's some errors, so I have to take a look at it. But usually
Yeah.
before all my, what I want to do, Sarah, is one, let's share with you one more thing too. Just give me a second. Uh, Google.com. And then what I'm going to share with you is, and I'll share with you the actual real thing you see. And it's right here, AIJS workflow worksheet, DEFCON. So what I do in all my presentations
Mm-hmm.
is not just kind of talk out loud,
Yeah.
but I give a demo what it's like,
Yeah.
and this is what we'll make today.
Yeah, I like it. And it's
Hey
short
Jimmy,
and
what are we
sweet.
doing in New York? That's what we made in the
Wow.
class. So, and then what I do is, this is a tool, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, those are
But
great
in
too.
order,
I like that slide where you actually give then.
so what we do is
Yeah.
everyone copies this URL, and then on their computer when they go, it's going to download, it's going to redirect to a Google Sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
this
that's
way they
nice.
can, yep,
That's really nice that you can get audience participation and they have a takeaway. I like that a lot.
yes, rather than looking at a screen.
Yeah,
looking
and
at
then
eyes,
writing it
really,
no, but you have a takeaway. You can go.
correct. And then I give a little, hey, it's okay if it's not great, it's good enough.
Yes, I agree. It's a first. It's like a first draft. You know, like when you're doing anything, right? You're writing anything, right? And
Correct.
if you're always worried about being perfect, you never get anything done.
Yes. And then so we go through each idea, one, two, three, and four.
That's really
And
nice.
this is my workflow. And this is the thing that I shared with everyone is that to make it good enough, the iteration, as Sarah as you said, the more iteration you do, you'll become better. You
Yes,
might not become perfect, but you become better.
and the tools
And
are going to get better too. You know,
correct.
and each company is competing with each other, so they're going to get better on it. Did you see today they had Microsoft? They have now their Copilot PCAI machine, and they're
No,
gonna,
I did not.
yeah, and Apple's gonna have it as well. So next month Apple's gonna do it. So it's basically you'll be able to generate rather than in the past everybody's been going to the cloud, so you didn't need a good processor because everything you had in the cloud you could store everything in the cloud. So now it's coming back to uh, those
Your local
laptops,
machines. Yes.
and it'll be an AI machine, and then it can be private. So many times people don't want to share their data. You'll be doing that. So there's a big push. We'll see how that works out. So I'm going
Yeah,
to
and
be
then the funny thing
exploring.
about that one is that you have a AI built into the chip, so you can
Right,
run everything locally,
right.
but you still have connection to the
Yeah,
cloud.
right.
But one of the things that I really love working with the cloud
Yes,
is that I could pick up any laptop and
yes.
just go
And
to
it
all
doesn't
those.
matter anywhere in the world, right?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of the things that AI has introduced is that even in my photography, I do more photography on my iPad than I ever. I feel like I'm cheating.
Right, right.
When I,
Everybody does it, but you can see how much time, but still, that creativity, that's the key of where you can do it. Is it going to take away your creativity? It isn't. It's going to be able, if you're creative, right, you'll be able to shine more and you'll be able to do your work quicker. If you're not as creative and I don't have the
yeah,
talent, let's say in music or the talent like you have in photography, mine will at least come out okay. You know, it'll be good enough
yeah,
that it will be
it'll be good enough.
presentable that I can give it to you and I say, this is what I want. Go ahead and refine it, and I can even in the workflow give it to you to proceed or give it to
Yes,
somebody more creative. So I see it as in so many different ways. And what I'm thinking about in the music conference, what I wanted to do is also have attorneys in the in our panel as well to
IP.
talk about the copyright, talk about those issues because we're going to be also talking about the ethical issues. But if we can do something like this and you can condense it and just kind of show it, I think that'd be awesome for our
Yes,
session.
and then Sarah, to add
Yeah,
to this point, and there's two things I want to add.
yeah.
Is that one is play, and
One is what?
so let me play,
Play.
play.
P
Yes.
L A
So
Y.
correct. So when we look at animals, how do they learn how to fight? They learn how to fight to survive, to play. And
Yes.
then
When they're young.
when
Yeah.
correct, when we're using AI as an adult, and we want a certain professional way, and then we get really stuck in our mind.
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, if you're to give this tool to a 12-year-old kid, they will not care how it's gonna. It's gonna click, 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 bam, 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 and eventually, when those 11-year-olds about 7 years later on, they're in the workforce. They're not going to care about how the exact. They're just going to click, 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 and adapt. It's not AI that's going to take over our job. It's IA, inability to adapt.
Yeah.
That is what will take over our job.
That's a good point. I think that'd be good for you to emphasize. Yeah, because it
Yes,
basically,
and then
like people were saying, you know, whatever profession, if it's a lawyer, you're not going to be a lawyer unless you are able to be assisted by AI. Or you're a photographer. Give me any profession, and it's basically using it as a tool. And
yeah,
then,
and the second point that I like to really
yeah,
bring in is this skill sets and experience. Now, yes, did for instance, using these AI tools and sound, did they take away years of mastering that we've all done,
yeah,
either by Photoshop, photography, music? Yes, it did, and yes, it will. Now, is that a fear factor? No, because think about it this way: the amount of time that we save, either mastering or making music, that allows us, we're buying time
Yeah.
at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And with that time, that I believe the future of AI, ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen anything, is that it's all about curation. So if you have styles, if you have technique, do not be scared. As a matter of fact, those would be a very potent skills to have because some of the, you bring so much flavor and experience and taste to this that if once you put everything together, sound, some people might not even master that sound, but if you know that there's a certain sound that you're very acute to, you will master that sound.
Yeah,
You'll polish your image.
yeah,
You will stand out from the crowd.
that's great. So did you,
But
are
that's how
any of those done in the background that you were doing, or did you get an error? Or
So let's check them out. This is still going. This is done.
okay. You know, I really
This is
like the
for
one
the.
that it produced the lyrics. I thought that was an excellent song. What
Yeah,
was
I want
it?
to see how this is in 83%.
Is
You
this
know, and
is this stuck? No, no, it's going. Yeah.
it's going.
So
And
is this the one that she's going to sing? The one that had the lyrics? Is this?
yeah, right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we wait,
Mm-hmm.
one thing I do want to also
Yeah.
share is about 11's Lab. And 11's Lab right here is, so let's go to ChatGPT. Let's just have some fun while we wait.
Okay.
Um, we'll go to create a quick song lyric um, based on um, um, urban hip hop with happy vibe. Let's just create something.
Okay.
All right, so it generates something, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
All right, this is good. So let's just copy this in. Let's put it to 11 Lab. It's not gonna sing for us, but it will talk.
Waking up in the city,
Okay.
sun shining bright, got that fresh new fit, feeling so right. Step into the
I know. Now, is there one that you can have her that same voice that she produced before? Can you replace it with this and have that same
There's
beat? Remember the one that I
there's a way
really
to
liked?
there's a way to train the voice, but this workshop we don't have enough time
Yeah.
to
Okay,
cover.
but you could basically. No, I'm saying that one song that that she was kind of singing before
Uh,
that's replacing. Yeah, but that's crazy. And then there's an
just
error
have to,
processing your. Okay.
yeah, your credit will be refunded.
Okay.
So
All right.
so during before
Yeah.
Q12, I'll make I make things as a video.
Yeah,
Test it
that's
out.
good to have it in the background because you don't want to take that time on it, but you can kind of show where it is.
Correct.
And I like that
Also,
idea that you give that takeaway slide. Is perfect.
yeah,
And give like, and then later on, it may be something that people can get in touch with you, that you could even let them know that if they want in another place, they want another more in-depth presentation or something, they can contact you. I don't know if you are monetizing that of almost your training. Have you done that?
no, right now, to be honest, coming from an engineering background,
Mm-hmm.
software engineering, I'm a huge big fan of open source.
Good.
A lot of people
I
have
think so
used
too.
it.
I'm like that way too, but I'm just wondering that, yeah, if just get a taste of it and then you can get a collaboration. That's why I'm looking forward so much to this session, because I'm getting people that I've never, most of these people that I'm going to have on coming, I've never met before. And each one I met someone else today. He teaches at Miami-Dade in the North Campus, and he was excited. He's a musician too. He teaches ethics, AI ethics, and oh, I wanted to share with you. Where do you live?
I live in Boynton Beach.
Boynton Beach. Okay, I found on Thursdays and Saturdays they have this called Street Party. From Miami-Dade, they have musicians from 5:30 to 9:30. This is their last week, and they took in downtown. I don't know if you're familiar with Miami, Flagler. They've kind of broken it off and just trying to make it pedestrian. So they have Thursdays and Saturdays. They're having musicians play one set from one band plays from 5:30, and then they play another set at 7:30, and another band comes at 6:30 and 8:30. So we're gonna, my husband and I found it just by accident by another musician I know. So we're gonna be there on Thursday and Saturday. So if you, I'll send you the link if you have time. You can join us there.
Yeah, please do. I think on the weekends I'll do my best.
Yeah, but see, if not, that's okay too. This weekend is the last weekend that they're doing.
On a clothing note.
Yes.
So at my work, I'm going to do an AI workshop because I work in a marketing agency. And there's a lot of people who are scared of AI.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Yeah, so one of the things that I'm going to introduce is I'm going to introduce AI music, AI video, and AI video making. And the idea is this, is that idea is to show that, ladies and gentlemen, what's the common theme here? The common theme is we're not really asking you to create something very specific. We're just putting everything together.
Yes, yes, yeah. Curating, as you said.
Is the future of creation.
Yes, yes.
And you know who's been doing this since 1980? DJ.
Right.
Just getting some vinyls and just spinning that
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, right. You saw it. Yeah. And look how well something like Ultra came up, right? Whoever expected all those hundreds and thousands coming, yeah.
So the idea itself is not new.
No.
It's just a new way of presenting it.
No, it's going to, but there's so many things that are new here. That's almost the challenge, and just kind of trying it out each time, because that even the software that you're using now, it can't be stagnant. They have to keep on improving as they're going.
Yeah, they do, and then it's a lot. So at the end, I think AI is here to stay.
Yeah.
We all learn to adapt, and
make it better. And it's incredible.
Yeah.
So you basically so you're basing on Spotify, and where else are you?
I'm heavily on YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, and you have a channel there, and what do you show there on your YouTube channel?
So I'll be happy to share my link with you on my YouTube. Same name as my Lumikai. And go to my channel right here. As you can see, I love watching Star Trek.
Yeah.
And from here, what I do is all these are music that I made using. So one of the things I do, if you look at the video, is
AI generate, right?
I have a very tricky video.
When you get a lead from a campaign, Zapier automatically adds it to your CRM.
It's all master sound.
Yeah.
Or some of the newer ones I've been doing with sound.
Existence. As we continue to navigate the waters of wisdom.
Yeah, that's even nice for doing in a spa or something. You can even.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, to add to that, we have a sound healing using certain.
Yeah, I could see meditation or kind of
So as you can see, someone who used to enjoy just playing ukulele, now I can do urban track, I can do meditation, because all of us have so much diverse interest. Why not?
Yeah. And you can even you can even make a theme even for another business. Let's say you have a restaurant, or you can, doesn't matter what kind of business you can add.
If anything, let's use AI to explore our inner self, our inner humanity, because now machine can do some of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
And I think that is an opportunity for the masses. And that's it. Bye-bye.
Fantastic. Very good. You exceeded my expectations. Really, it was really nice. I liked it, how you went step by step, and you did it short, in terms of timing, but you basically also gave credit to all those other software, because that's what people are saying is, where do I even begin? There's so much out there.
Right. So. And at the end, not at the end, is that these are changing so much.
Yes.
It is important to rather than being inundated with all these options,
Yeah.
just pick 2 or 3.
Yes.
Try
Yes.
it out.
Yeah.
And
And
that's it.
try it out.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
just try it out, build it, have
Right.
fun, and then as you're having fun, newer and better technology will coming out.
So
will
how
have
many
fun.
hours? How many hours do you say a week are you spending on this?
Well,
Because I can see it as being addicting.
it is the past. I took a break for the past month, but before then, I would spend a good 4 hours a day
Yeah.
trying different
Yeah.
prompts,
Yeah.
trying
Right.
different
Right.
things.
Right. You can.
Um,
You almost have to take a break sometimes. You know what I mean, and get your mind to kind of,
do
and also get out. But it saves you so much time that you can actually get out. You know.
yeah. As a matter of fact, if anyone's interested, I'm
Yeah.
just kind of talking.
Yeah.
I was able to save my company about 3 days worth of work. Got it done in about 2 hours.
Yes, I can see it. I can see it,
Yeah.
and the quality.
Now, correct. Doesn't mean I'm any smarter than anyone else. It's just that it's a tool that I utilize. And what do I do? It's the time saved. I took my team out for lunch. Huzzah!
No, seriously, and you can have a time to bond together.
So
Fantastic.
anything with AI, we will explore more of our humanity.
Yeah, perfect. I love it. Very good. Okay, great.
All
So
right, Sarah.
I'm gonna
All right.
let me just stop recording. So let me just
Bye-bye,
stop.
recording.
So now we can do it, and I'm stopping here, and we can do that. But I thought it was excellent. Yeah. So if we can think about it, I'll send you the link to the street party if you can make it on Saturday. If not, that's okay. And then what I think I'll do is maybe you even have the slides, and if you can even you can have some more slides. But if you're limited in time, you can just show a few slides. Do you know what I mean? And what I do like, Gio, is everybody is basic limited by time. So what I'd like to have is that reusability. So take what you've done before and just modify it for who the audience is in this music tech. And what we'll be emphasizing here is the AI ethical considerations in the music industry, and you can give your step on that. But what I like about yours is you can actually have people tip their toe in the water. You know what I mean? You can actually say, hey, what I can do. And I love that song. Even send that to me. Send me that link of that one. If you say, which one I'm talking about, is that woman, with her lyrics and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Yeah, send me the link. I loved it.
Yeah. Because oftentimes when you go to these lectures or these conferences, there's just things, we're all talking, but the best way for us to learn is play.
Yeah, and you don't take away anything. It's not just the slide, but it's basically to see it. What I like is almost what I call show and tell. Of making it show me something rather than show me nobody's wanting. Oh, I wish I saw another slide, but show me something. Oh, wow, that was. Do you know what I mean?
And at the end, I want to make sure that everyone has something as a takeaway.
Yeah, takeaway. That's good.
A tangible object or information, and then having that Google spreadsheet is something that they can take away.
Yeah, I love that too. Yeah, I really like that they can really take that away. It's a nice way people even can learn from you on how to present that you're giving people that Google sheet.
Yeah. So I do want to ask Sarah, so at the music conference, will I be talking with you, or what's the overall plan?
Okay, the overall, I'm designing it now, but the overall plan is I have a session on AI ethics consideration. Once I have all the people, I'll reach out to the organizers, and I'll tell them these are the folks that I want on my panel, and you'll be one of those. And then they'll probably ask you, like everything else, give me your bio and your picture. And then what I'm kind of this week I want to finalize it. So I'll have maybe I have someone who's a musician, and he was the CIO of City of Miami. So he's a musician, and I have another guy who is he teaches AI ethics at Miami-Dade College, the North Campus, and he's a musician. And then I have you, and then I'm going to be interviewing on Friday someone who's an attorney.
Oh, fantastic.
So I'll have everybody kind of like do a demo, like a 5 minute, 5 to 7 minute demo, and then we'll have a discussion. And that's what I usually do is with each version, and then at the end. And then what I find is the most interesting is even the panel that I create or new people that I've met, before. And we just get so excited, all of us, in meeting each other and generating thoughts. And then, of course, in the audience, you never know who's going to be there, but that we can participate. So I look at it as, a way to even start the conversation. And then after that, I think I ask for the end of the day. This way people can come. It's on June 12th. I always like to do it at the end of the day. So later on, I would imagine they have something. If they don't have something, we can all go out for a drink or do something, a happy hour or something like that, probably at that place, so we can continue the conversation. So that's my idea.
All right. So if I have about 5 to 10 minutes, then what I can do is,
So later on, yeah, go ahead. What?
So I have about 7 minutes to talk.
Yeah.
Percent. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess around with some of these new things, not new things. I'm going to, like Kyber, I can't use them because it takes too long.
Yeah.
So I'll find some where it can generate quickly as much as possible.
Yeah, short kind of things, and then you can even show them later, and maybe you can show them something that was done already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That it's not real time. You say, hey, this is what I started, and this is the end product.
Yeah. I like showing
yeah, because you don't need to show them the where it processes it, where it needs that 10 minutes or that 30 minutes to process. You can say, hey, this is the beginning, these were my prompts, or this is how I started doing it, and this is the end product. But I love that one, which really went quickly. Was that one of the first ones where it created the lyrics and she was singing already?
Crazy.
I'd love if you could do those. I think that was just fantastic. Even using the same props.
Just talk about licensing and copyright.
Yeah, and I'd like to end the licensing and the copyright. That's what I think is where people don't realize it.
Yeah, and then at DEF CON, what I did too.
Yeah.
When I taught as poker code, I noticed that some people had a hard time, typing, or their computer downloaded didn't well. So I said, well, if you have a hard time, here's a zip file within the Google Docs. Just download everything and let's just make it.
Yeah.
So at least, when you're participating in the class, you might not be creating each element, but you're making one big thing.
Yeah. This way you might not have time for that, but at least you can show them the different sites that they can go on. And I really do I think you should emphasize that idea of this one you can actually license. And then you could use this, you have permission to use it in the background, like a podcast or something like this. And this is basically, it's yours. I think a lot of people are not. I think that's what you should emphasize.
You got it. Okay. Then I'm going to just write it down.
Yeah, write it down. I think the licensing part.
Okay, licensing.
Yeah. And showing how it can be done. And then later on, you can even show when it's completed, like the one that she'll sing,
Yep. As a matter of fact, I'm still waiting on. I'm just trying it again.
Yeah.
So I just sent. I'm just gonna write all this down.
Yeah.
I'm a big LinkedIn person.
Yeah.
So I'll just send it over there. But
Yeah.
It's just my notes down. That's all.
Yeah. No, send it to me through the LinkedIn. It's fine.
Yeah. That's it. All right. Well, Sarah, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Great. And I'll get back to you, and then I'll make, the introduction once I get the whole panel set up. I'm really excited. It's gotten to be really most of these people I've never even physically met, so I'm really excited about it. And it's that idea of the community within Miami that it's really
Yes, exactly.
that we
And
can.
then also just using the wave of what people are carved as open source.
Yes,
You know, and
yes,
it's not about monetization.
yeah,
This is really about spreading ideas and
yeah,
spreading the love of creation.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Sarah.
Okay,
We'll
great.
talk soon.
Bye bye.
All right.
Ciao.
And then, let me know when everything's done.
Yeah, I
Like,
will.
information.
Probably in the if not the end of this week. I'll also send you via LinkedIn. I'll also send you the link where we'll be on Saturday. You can, if you have time, you can join us there at their music.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll probably be next week. In the beginning
Please
of
send
next
it
week.
over.
I will. Sure. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Take care. Thanks.
Thank you.
Likewise.
Ciao,
Bye-bye.
ciao.
Ciao, ciao.